Welcome to the headquarters for Summer Sailsthis in Second Life 2020. In this 7-minute video, we're going to show you a little bit about what sailing is like in Second Life. As you can see, I've walked down the dock. I've rezzed my boat in the water. My boat is a Bandit IF, which is patterned after a real-world folk boat. I'll type the word main in the chat box, and the mainsail will be hoisted. And then sit at the tiller. And you see the sail luffing as the wind starts to catch it. And then we start to move. You can see the gauges in front of me. On the top left is the boom angle. The top right is the boat speed. The bottom left is the apparent wind angle, taking into account the speed of the boat. And on the bottom right is the wind speed. Those green gauges are good. That means things are running optimally. You see it change to yellow, so not so good at this point. Back to green. Blue is in between. You see that little square thing on the right-hand side with the patterns. That's actually a small map. It's called the mini-map. You can see it rotates as I turn the boat. The mini-map tells you where everything is around you, the land masses. Other sailors will show up as little green dots. It's really your best friend when it comes to navigation. Now we're going to make a turn to port. To do that on this boat, I actually use my right arrow key because we, of course, push the tiller to the right to turn left. The boat's coming around, and you're going to see something happen in a moment. There it is. The light changes, and the boat kind of jerked back. We've done what's called a sim crossing. We've moved from one Second Life region to another, which is actually moving from one physical server to another. Something else that's happening right now is you're seeing the telltales just hanging there, but as the sail comes into trim, they go flying straight back. I'm raising the jib now. Typing the word jib on this boat is what brings it up. That's going to speed us up. You can see all 4 of our gauges are green. We're heading off into the ocean in pretty good shape. You're also going to start seeing things show up in front of us. In Second Life, you can set what's called the draw distance. How far away do you want things to appear? If you're taking a nice cruise and you want to see everything, you want to see the environment around you, then a nice long draw distance is a nice thing. If you're racing, those things are going to slow your boat down. Your computer has to process all that graphic information. So we can do things like reduce our draw distance to reduce the lag on our computer. I've come around now dead into the wind. You can see my gauges are going yellow and then red. Things are going to start to stop us here in a moment. Coasting to a stop slowly. You can see the boat speed is dropping. Our gauges are red. Time to get out. Lower the sails. We type jib and main again to lower those down. And we'll start the motor. This boat's got a little outboard motor that'll take us where we have to go, get us in and out of our slip, or get us in and out of the marina, or just get us going when there's no wind, or we want to go directly into the wind. We're going to do a change of scene now and take a look at some other people sailing who actually know what they're doing. Here's a beautiful long cruising yacht. Somebody out in the ocean having some fun, single-handling that one. And now we've got a racer. This is Justin Blade, who's actually a race director from one of the yacht clubs. And let's just watch how he drives this small racing dinghy. You can see the animations that are built into the boat. This boat is going to respond to things like whether he's hanging off the correct side of the boat. If he's hanging off the wrong side, the thing could fall over and drop him into the water. You can see the animations. You can see the way it moves the water. You can see some of the detail in the design of the boat. And this is what a race looks like. This is a small race. I think there's 4 or 5 boats in this one. Uh, the Blake Sea and the North Sea have big racing courses mapped out on them. Uh, the little buoys are there permanently, and there's a full set of racing rules, all the same rules that you used to in real life, all apply in Second Life, and the physics all applies to boats. For example, if a boat gets between you and the wind, your boat's going to slow down. So the same kind of techniques apply, getting up enough boat speed to be able to get past someone, that sort of thing. You can see them all coming around. There's a catamaran coming in from the distance. He's actually not part of the race. He's going to swing around and go the other direction. And now we're going to take a look at another boat. This is one of my boats. This is based on the Hansei 300. And this one is special in that it is called the Rough Seas version. You'll see why it's called that when we get out on the ocean. Right now I'm just motoring out there slowly, but there it is. This is the Rough Seas edition. You can see she brings her own big waves along with her. The waves only form right around the boat. It's like, in an old movie where you might have a rainstorm that's only over the guy with the umbrella. This is another version. This is not the Rough Seas, but this is one that I've done my own hull painting on. A lot of people do artwork on their boats to make the boat be theirs and theirs alone. And I named this boat Serena. This is what it looks like, what we call mouse look in Second Life, which is the first person as if you are looking right out the eyes of the avatar view. And we're swinging around now and just heading back over to the Cloud9 floating bar. Is actually a duplicate of the Cloud9 floating platform off of the Fiji Islands. Thanks for watching. I've crawled down into the V-berth on my Hansei 300 to take a nap. I hope you've enjoyed our visit to sailing in Second Life.